So I just watched Gladiator II and it was a train wreck when it comes to historical accuracy. Even from the very start, the opening titles filled me with absolute dismal despair. Big on-screen typography informs the audience it's set 16 years after the death of Marcus Aurelius. I'm sorry, what? He died in 180 AD. This film is set during the one-year-long reign of Geta and Caracalla, which was in 211. If you do the maths, that's 31 years later. How could you get something as basic as that wrong? And then we get a graphic that says, because of the terrible rule of the twin emperors, the fall of Rome is imminent. I'm sorry, what? It's only been a few months since one of the greatest emperors Rome had ever known, Septimius Severus, died, who left Rome in really good shape. The actual film then starts with a massive Roman fleet attacking a walled city. It's genuinely very stunning and feels like the video game Total War. Except Total War, let's remember, is a video game. In real life, the Romans of this period didn't actually have napalm, and they typically didn't attack fortified cities with boats because it's, well, stupid. You see, it's much better to make an unopposed landing on a faraway beach and then perhaps march towards the city on land. And then it gets worse because then we find out where they're actually attacking. Numidia, a kingdom Rome conquered in 106 BC, over 300 years before this film is set. We then see the Numidians, and a lot of them appear to be black sub-Saharan, including their king. Reminder guys, North Africans known as Libyans to the Romans are what we now call Berbers, so they were pale-skinned. And now the main event, we see the huge triumph, the parade celebrating the conquering of Numidia by the fictional general Arcachius. The camera then cuts to the first shot that we see of the dual emperors, Geta and Caracalla, sitting together, bantering with each other, almost like an old married couple. This is off, very off, because in real life they couldn't even be in the same room together without trying to murder each other. Whenever they had to make a public appearance, like over here, for example, they surrounded themselves with their own bodyguards. They would also famously take up opposite ends of the palace, which they divided using barricades. Also, using your generals to claim victories and hold triumphs in their name is monumentally idiotic, because this would give them the popularity with both the public and the military to usurp you, and as a result, no non-emperor general would actually be allowed to hold their own triumph, like the fictional Arcachius here.